Hi. So, you get me today. You should have just watched that YouTube video introducing area. If you didn't, please stop and go back and watch it. So by now you should know that area is the measure of the number of unit squares needed to cover a flat surface. I like to tell my students that perimeter that we did the last couple of days is like if you're outside, how much fencing you need. Area is how much grass you need. It's what you need to cover the ground, okay? Or now it says a flat surface because you can also use it for wallpaper or paint. Anything that's a flat surface, you're covering the surface. Perimeters around, area is what is on that flat surface on the ground or on the wall or the ceiling. So if you look here in perimeter, you're saying 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. There's 4 units. Area is this actual square. Now it says 1 square unit because it's one, whatever the unit is on each side. So if it's a square foot, this is an actual square, almost like if you just were to cut out a square, but it's a foot long on every single side. But it's 1 square. Excuse me. So to kind of practice this, we don't have geoboards, but to practice this, we are going to draw. Now, if you look here, all of these points are going to act as corners. Now, when you draw area, you cannot have in this case, 2 unit squares. They have to be touching by a complete side. What I mean by that is they can't be touching just on a corner. Now you guys will laugh at my drawing, but I'm drawing with a mouse and it's terrible. They can't be touching just on a corner. Here's a square, here's a square. I know they don't look kind of like squares, but just understand I'm doing my best here. They can't just connect on a corner. That's not area, okay? They have to connect at least on one side. So if I were to draw 2 unit squares, I'm going to go dot to dot to dot. If you've ever played connect the dots, it's like that. That's a complete square. So then I'm just going to add another one where they have to share at least one complete side. And there I have, and I know it's terrible, okay, but there I have 1 square, and there I have a second square, okay? So there's 2 squares. Now they can go in different directions, okay? So they could go up, they could go vertically, and you can do it like this, and you can say, look, I know this is 2 squares because there would be 1, and there's their imaginary connecting line. There would be 2. That's fine, but if you really, if you prefer to draw that line in there, just to remind you, even though it didn't just draw for me, that's fine too, okay? You still have 1, 2. Okay, so the area of this figure, how many squares are inside? There are 2, okay? Now we have 3. So same thing. You could just do 3 squares. Okay. And then I can draw these in just like in connect the dots. Okay. And there's 1, 2, 3. Now they can, go different directions. Like I could do this. It still only has an area of 3 unit squares. Remember, area is inside. There are still only 3 squares inside. 1, 2, 3. So the area here is the same. So it's very different from perimeter in that sense. Okay, as long as it's the same number inside, the size of the area has not changed, even if you change what it looks like. Okay, so once you have that, let's go to the next page. We are going to make 3 different figures that are made from 4 square units. Okay, now I don't want you to Tetris it, and what I mean by that is if you've ever played Tetris, you can take one shape and you can flip it 4 different ways. I want you to make 4 completely different shapes. So like maybe this first one, and if you want to pause me and just draw it and then check, that's fine with me. And there are more than just these answers. So if you did something that has 4 in it and I didn't draw it, that's totally fine. Okay, as long as you can just justify that there's 4 square units inside, that's fine. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. And what I meant by the Tetris thing is if you drew 4 across, that's the same figure. Okay, so don't do this and then draw 4 across over here. It's the same shape, just on its side. Okay, so this one has an area of 4 square units. Then we come over here, let's draw a new one. So maybe let's draw something a little fancier. So maybe I'm gonna draw, oh, that's horrible, but you get the gist. Okay, that looks terrible. Okay, there's that. Oh no. Okay, you understand. I'm having trouble. Okay, so dot to dot, or at least attempt dot to dot. Hopefully your pencil's not having as many problems as my mouse is. Okay, and then across. So as terrible as it looks, it kind of looks like a hat. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one has an area of 4 square units. Now sometimes you'll find that shapes have the same area. This happens a lot, and their perimeter is totally different. That's very, very normal. Okay, the last one I'm going to go down 3, and then I'm going to go over 2. So it looks kind of like an L, or some sort of Christmas stocking in this case. Okay, and I'm just drawing these in. You don't have to, as long as you can say 1, 2, 3, 4. But I like to draw them in just because this is new and this is still, some of you might still be like, what? So I want to make sure you can actually see that there are 4 square units in here. Okay, so in this case, the area here is still 4 square units. Okay, now it says, how are the figures the same? How are they different? Now in this case, the perimeter is 4 and 1 and 4 and 1, which is 10. The perimeter here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The same perimeter. Okay, this is 4 plus 2, which is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh no, not 4. Sorry. I was going to say I thought it was 10, but this is 3. So 3 is 6, 7, 8, 9. My gosh, you guys, I can't do math right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Now let me just double check because now I've gotten it right and now I've confused myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what I thought. I was going into this thinking they all have actually the same perimeter, which is not very normal. So I don't think that's super normal. So how are they the same? Obviously, let's go with what we're talking about right now. So we can say, and we don't have to write total, complete, like answering the question responses, but they all have the same area, or let's write, and perimeter. How are they different? They are different shapes. And they are. Okay. This is a rectangle. Okay. This one is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is an octagon. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a hexagon. Okay, there. So we have a rectangle, we have a quadrilateral, an octagon, and a hexagon. Okay, but they all have the same area and the same perimeter, which is kind of crazy. Okay. So we're going to go into share and show, and it says shade each unit square in the figure below. Count the unit squares to find the area. So watch this shading. Try not to be jealous. Oh, you are not supposed to do that. Okay, so here I am with my squiggle. I'm going to shade. Not like that. Okay, so we have, here is 1. Okay, there's 1. Here is 2. I'm going to go across. 3. I'm going to go over here. 4. 5. And 6. So the area inside, it just took it away, but I don't even care, has 6 squares inside. Now, if that still confuses you, you may connect the dots. you may go in and say, okay, there's a square. And maybe your pencil will stay there. There's a square. My gosh, being so difficult. Okay, let's try it again. There's a square. Okay, you can go in and say, now that's not a square yet because you have to separate it down the middle. Okay, like this. I could go down. You're basically just continuing to make it all squares. Woo! If you look there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so count to find the area of the figure. Again, if you want to draw those lines. Guys, I honestly have no idea why their lines aren't staying. Okay. Okay, if you want to draw with your pencil, draw these lines. So you really have to just color or count boxes. You can. This is still new for most of you, so it's totally fine. Okay. So if you look here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So your area here is 6 square units. Here, now this is where it actually comes in nice that we learn multiplication first. Another reason why they did that first. If you have a square or a rectangle, you can use multiplication to figure out your area because area is length times width. And if you remember, we learned multiplication with length times width with arrays. So if you look here, this is 1, 2, 3 rows, just like we learned. Look, row 1, row 2, row 3. And then how many are in each row? There's 3 here. 1, 2, 3. So you have 3. Oh, that didn't turn out to be a 3. But you have 3 times 3, which is a total of 9. Okay? And you have a row of 3, a row of 3, a row of 3. And if you're like, what are you talking about with rows of 3? If I draw and connect these to actually make this squares, it's an array. It's what we did in all those multiplication chapters. Okay? You have done this. So if it's a rectangle or a square, you can use multiplication. You do length times width. Okay? My goodness. So you have 1, 2, 3 rows of 3, which is 9. And that's your area. There's 9 squares in there. Okay? There's a reason why we do things in certain orders. Okay, then we have here 1. Okay, I'm just going to start there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 squares in here. Okay, and if you need to connect the dots to see those 8 squares, please do. So there's not 2, guys, 8. So write area or perimeter for the situation. So if you were buying a rug for a room, would you need area or perimeter? Think to yourself, would I need to measure around something, or is it something that's going on a flat surface? Well, a rug goes on a flat surface. It goes on the floor. So this would definitely be area. Now putting a fence, this is a key word right here, around. It's going around. Which one of those measurements goes around? That is perimeter. Okay, so this was your Sharon show. You're going to stop here. Then you're going to go to Go Math, and you're going to do the mini lesson that they do, and then do your PMT. Okay, so that's area, and hopefully this was not too difficult for you. Maybe go to your parents and talk to them about how they use area in their everyday lives when they buy homes. I told you we're putting grass in. They use an example here, buying a rug or buying carpet or figuring out how much paint to buy. So next time, just kind of notice when people talk about square feet, square inches, square yards, notice that because that is area. Okay? You rule.